Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your reading for the week of September 11th. We are just going to jump right in here, Libra. In your past position here, you have this protection card and this healing chaos card. We're doing past, present, future outcome, by the way. And I feel for a lot of you that you are clearly healing from something. You have the Six of Swords, which can also represent moving on. A lot of people have had the Ten of Wands this week. I really get this feeling of, kind of like overcomplication for whatever reason. And I've said this to other signs as well. So, if there are things that you could make more simple, that you can make easier in your life, I would look for those opportunities. And again, yes, I would definitely look for opportunities to simplify things. It's like, sometimes I think that simple is often overlooked, right? We don't really pay attention to the things that seem easy. We think that the solutions to our problems have to be hard because usually we have big problems. And, I think that a lot of people think like, I can't solve my money problems with something easy. It has to be super hard because my problems are hard. But, again, I would focus more on like big solutions, I think it's Esther Hicks who always says, she loves big problems because big problems attract big solutions. But you have to like think of it that way. You have to reframe it in that direction for that to work. And so, I would think about that for sure. But let's see what's going on here for you, Libra. I feel like you need to get started on something. I don't read reversals, but it is interesting. It is interesting that you have the Knight of Pentacles here that came up in reverse. That would represent needing to get moving on something. Again, I do feel like some of you have been through healing time. This is coming up in your past position, and I feel the universe has kind of has given you time to heal, or has given you time to rest, relax, recover, things like that, and that's like what's going on here. You have the Six of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. Six of Swords is a card of moving on to calmer shores. I do feel that there is a need for you to be brave here, to like face something. You have this Earthworm card, and it's like a card of hiding, and I'm not saying that you're like hiding or anything like that. I actually feel this could be another person that you've been dealing with that is hiding, but at the same time, I feel that the Six of Swords is a big deal. I think people don't realize, like, Six of Swords, this woman and the child in the boat, they're leaving everything behind them behind, and they're completely starting from scratch on the other side of the choppy waters. And so that's what I feel here. I feel like for some of you that you're really kind of, maybe you're not like starting over, but I feel like you are kind of starting from a new place. You're taking your life in a totally new direction. You have the Ten of Wands. Again, right next to the Ten of Wands, you have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups, I actually personally, I like the Seven of Cups. I think that it is a good card of being spoiled for choice and having options. What I will say is that you have two sevens here. And to me, two sevens together like this, it represents internal fears that don't exist. So, there might be some fears moving forward, or again, you might be saying to yourself, I have problems in my life, so I need these really overcomplicated solutions, when maybe, really, if you look, there could be a very simple solution to anything that you're dealing with. You have the Knight of Cups as well. The Knight of Cups can represent knight in shining armor, of course, or love, coming in for you. I kind of get this feeling like you need to be saved, and again, I really do feel that this reading is saying, definitely save yourself. Don't wait to be saved if you are thinking that. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. I totally understand. I understand thinking, like, if you need money, for example, thinking like, I need to win the lottery, right? There's nothing wrong with that, but like, what are your chances of winning the lottery? Very, very small, right? So I'm not saying it won't happen, but what I am saying is that, I think it's time for you to, be bold, be assertive. You have the King of Wands here, and it's time for you to really make something happen. It's time for you to really kind of, create the change in your life that you want. It's like you have all the talents, gifts, skills, and abilities that you need. You have this Crow card, which I'll show you in a minute, but the Crow is saying to me that you can solve this puzzle. You can solve whatever issue is going on here, and become very successful and empowered. With the Six of Swords, you have the Judgment card. Judgment card is like a wake-up call. I feel, we see lightning at the top of this protection card as well. So I feel for a lot of you that you've experienced some shocks or some shocking moments and things like that. So definitely something to think about. With the Ten of Wands, you have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a card of kind of going on an adventure. And, when you think about it, the Knight of Wands is a builder. The Ten of Wands, he just has these wands. This is part of his harvest. He's about to get to his home here. but he's kind of like carrying all this weight. The Knight of Wands, he more like starts something, he goes on an adventure, and he just kind of like learns as he goes. He is, I consider him the true builder in the tarot because he just sets off on a journey, and whatever he needs, he builds it as he goes. He doesn't need anything, right? He's willing to kind of like be an engineer of life, if you will. And I kind of feel that's what's going on here. It's like this is saying like you don't have to carry a bunch of weight, with you, and that could be weighing you down. With the Knight of Cups here, you have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands, card of experimentation and trying different things to, get out of your situation, which again, I think a lot of you could be kind of doing that with that card. Next, in the area of your present position, you have this card that says confidence is your key to success. You have this card that says you are good enough. Yes, I do feel you need to be confident, bold, assertive. You have that King of Wands there. And I also feel like you need to tell yourself that you are good enough to have success in your life. And so I really truly believe that here with this energy. I feel like you need to believe in yourself more for whatever reason in this reading. It could just be one of those weeks where maybe you just need to believe in yourself, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. So that's what I would do. You have the King of Wands, the Seven of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. The King of Wands is a card of being bold, being assertive, really going for something, and really making something happen. So I feel that confidence is definitely going to be key for you this week. You have the Seven of Cups. I feel you have a lot more options than you realize in your life, so I definitely feel it's time to kind of like get moving towards your options or towards something that could make your life more abundant and successful. We're going to kind of see what that is, I think, in the third row. So, that's where we're at. You have the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is like being stabbed in the back. Some of you could have had a backstabbing situation in your life, but it looks to me like you're getting karma for this, but good karma. You go up to the Wheel of Fortune. Well, I'll show you. You go up to the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Swords. King of Swords is kind of like law and order. So if you were in a situation where someone stabbed you in the back, this to me looks like law and order, like you are getting justice. And then right here, you have the Justice card. You also have the Judgment card. Whenever I have justice, judgment and justice in the same kind of row, it's in this diagonal here, to me that says that you are calling judgment and getting justice on something. Or, again, there could be like a karmic reward coming in for you here. Let's see. With the King of Wands, you have the Queen of Swords. Yes, right here. I do not like these two together, King and Queen of Swords. Some of you, this could be a person that you're releasing. To me, King and Queen of Swords are probably the worst divine counterparts. They don't usually see eye to eye. You can see that she is looking at him in this reading, but he's looking forward. He's not looking at her, and so for a lot of you, I'm wondering if you have seen someone's true colors, or if you have seen a situation for what it truly is, right? How funny is this that the King of Wands stayed on the table over here as well? I just realized that. With the Seven of Cups, you have the Justice card. Yes, definitely karma. This is like a karmic reading. I feel that you are getting karma for something, or the universe is balancing things out for you, making things more fair in your life. So this could definitely be karmic rewards, especially if you've been through something. It doesn't even have to be a relationship situation. This could just be, some sort of loss that you've experienced with the Ten of Swords. And now is the time that you're getting the reward for the loss. Kind of makes sense. We're leaving all these retrogrades behind. We're starting to. we everything is retrograde practically. But Venus has gone direct. Mercury will be going direct soon. And, again, it makes sense that you could be getting these rewards. With the Ten of Swords, you have the Page of Pentacles here. The Page of Pentacles is like a new beginning, something new entering into your life. I definitely feel that. I also feel that the Page of Pentacles, could be a new person that's coming in for you. So, I would, take it slow. You have the Knight of Pentacles at the end. The Knight of Pentacles did come up in reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse can definitely represent overthinking, kind of like the Seven of Cups, being spoiled for choice. But if we have too many options, sometimes we don't make an option because we have too many options. So I do feel that this is saying educate yourself. You have two cards that say this, and also the Wheel of Fortune, and even the King of Swords says, if you are trying to make a decision over here on the Seven of Cups, right, that educating yourself about the choice that you want to make, like, if you have two choices or multiple choices on anything, educating yourself on all of them is a good idea. Justice is also cause and effect. It says put energy into all of the choices, and whatever gives back the most, that is the choice you make, right? It's just that simple. Next In the area of your future position, your near future, you have this crow and this earthworm. Again, I feel like something needs to be revealed. Again, the earthworm, it's like if you call someone a worm, it's like a, kind of like a mean thing to say, right? That you're saying that they have like no backbone, that they're afraid of everything. And, I feel for a lot of you that something needs to be revealed here. The crow, I feel, is talking about your talents, gifts, skills, and abilities, and also like the things. I think the universe wants you to be magical. I think the universe wants you to create, and I really feel the universe wants you to be an overcomer. I think the universe wants to empower you. I got that word earlier in your reading where it was saying, I felt like the reading was saying like, hey, we want you, Libra, to create your own turnaround. We want you to create your own success. And, this is coming from a place of empowerment is what I feel. You have the Seven of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Justice card. Seven of Pentacles, as always with you, Libra, is the juice worth the squeeze? Every single reading I do for you, right? So you get this card. So, I feel that you are looking at your options with that Seven of Cups and you're saying like, what's worth it? What's not worth it? What should I invest in? What should I not invest in? And, I think that will be a good thing for you. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is a change in your fortunes. So I kind of feel we're ending this. I mean, thank God, I'm sick and tired of saying it, right? I think we could be ending this Seven of Pentacles energy. Again, it makes sense that it's been coming up since like last year, right? And that you've been getting this juice worth a squeeze type of energy. And, again, it makes sense based off the astrology, but I feel like this Wheel of Fortune is saying you're finally kind of taking control of the cycle. I feel you are seeing the things, like you're seeing opportunities that can change your life. And maybe this juice worth the squeeze thing has been about you making a choice. You have this fork in the road card, and that fork in the road card represents, picking a new choice, picking a new path, making something new in your life happen or something different. And so I really feel you're moving in new directions. You have the Justice card. Justice is your card. This puts you in a position of power and strength. Really allows you to get what you want from the reading. So really like to see that. I also kind of feel that you are in this position of judging something, Again, maybe it would be a good week for you to slow down. Like if you have choices to make, it would be good for you to take in all the information like a judge, just like this. This person on the Justice card, they're making, the Justice person is making a neutral decision. This person has these gray pillars behind them, and the gray pillars represent a neutral perspective. Like, they are taking a neutral perspective. They're not thinking this or that. They're really weighing up the options. So it might be a good week for you to really weigh up the options and to make an important choice, right? With the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Five of Pentacles. I would get rid of this thinking right here. Thinking you're not enough, thinking you don't have enough to make a decision, thinking that you're not enough to be in a relationship with a person or whatever. I really do feel you need to get away from that. Five of Pentacles is focusing on what you don't have. And Five of Pentacles, the solution to the Five of Pentacles is to focus on what you do have, which is probably a lot more than you think. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, card of independence. Really good card of abundance coming in for you as well. It is a card of focus and focusing on things. As always, it's card of your environment as well. I'm pretty sure last year I did those environment readings, like your environment, and I did it because of you, because you kept getting the Nine of Pentacles as well. It's like pre-Empress energy, but how weird is it? Again, if you have, I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure it was you, and if you've been getting this with me a lot, the Nine of Pentacles, it's almost like your readings are saying like, it doesn't matter what gender you are either. It's like saying you could be in this abundant Empress energy, but I think a little bit more focus and a little bit more focusing on your environment and things around you will lead to like ultimate success. With the Justice card, you have the Sun. Yes, a lot more happiness, a lot of joy coming in for you. So again, like I said, I feel like you're overcoming something. Remember, I think I just called you an overcomer, right? Just a couple of seconds ago. So I feel the universe wants you to believe in yourself, wants you to believe that you can overcome any issues or problems that you have. It doesn't even have to be an issue or problem. Things could be going really well, but you could always make things better, right? You have this Fork in the Road and this Thinker card. I'm going to show you over here. The Fork in the Road card is about picking a new path, picking the enlightened path, a better path. And that Thinker card, I always say, she needs to get up here, to this higher platform that she is on. Sorry, wrong card. She needs to like level up. And so I feel this reading is a level up reading. I feel it's encouraging you to get to the next level, to take it to the limits. You have the King of Swords, Three of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. The King of Swords is a card of knowledge, discernment, wisdom, definitely an energy of thinking as well. So I do feel you are doing a lot of thinking and planning and, coming up with ideas. I feel that you also need to learn as much as you can. He is a card of knowledge and wisdom. So anything you can learn about, like whatever it is that you're dealing with, would be a good idea. You have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is a card that says teamwork makes the dream work. So anything you do to work with other people would be a good idea. I feel like you need to have more fun. This right here, she has these polka dots on her cloak. And polka dots in the tarot represent taking things too seriously. So, I feel like you need to have more fun and also like keep things simple, like I was saying with that 10 of Wands. I also feel that there could be a person who has like a better plan for you. I feel this could be like a mentor with the King of Swords, and it doesn't matter what gender it is. So if you have a person in your life that you look up to, or it could be multiple people as well that you look up to, I do feel this is saying like, hey, there might be a person who can help you with your plan, or who can help you with a plan to be more successful in life. You have the Knight of Pentacles here. The Knight of Pentacles is a card of planting seeds. Again, he needs to plant seeds in this field. I do feel like you have to get going, on something here. This card came up in reverse, and he is a card of kind of like hesitation. He's the only knight that is not making any moves at all. So, all knights represent movement. Believe it or not, all knights actually represent fire because they're all meant to represent movement. But the Knight of Pentacles is the only knight that is not moving. And so he can be overthinking things. He also has these oak leaves on his helmet, which says he has more knowledge and wisdom than he realizes. But it's like if he doesn't get that information out, it means nothing. So, I feel for a lot of you that it's saying you have everything you need to get started on like a big journey or something, and it's time to get started. With the King of Swords, you have the Chariot, big journey, exactly what I just said. Chariot, a journey to success, a journey to a victory, major victory coming in for you. I really feel you need to take control. The Chariot is about hard control, really taking control of your destiny. It's also as above, so below. So it says, like, whatever you believe to be true is true. And, there's a lot here in this reading about you believing that you can be successful, believing in yourself as well, with that card that says you are good enough, and also the confidence is key card. I kind of do see you kind of just like ripping the Band-Aid off this week and going for something. For a lot of you, this could be an idea, like a business idea or career idea, and I feel it'll be very successful. With the Three of Pentacles, you have the Page of Wands. Didn't you have this twice? No. You had the Knight of Wands. But, again, everybody gets the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands. I think we're in a time where we have to move towards kind of like our inspirations. If something stands out to you, or if you feel like something is inspiring to you, move towards it. Whatever it is. Could be an idea, a plan, an action, whatever. With the Knight of Pentacles, you have the World. Yeah, big achievement coming in for you. Some of you could be moving as well, but I also feel like I really feel the universe is on your side this week. I really feel the universe is kind of like, patting you on the back. And also there's something about karma here where it's like, the universe wants to give you karmic rewards, and I think it just requires you taking control of that Chariot and really making something happen. Pretty simple reading here, Libra, but we're going to pull 5 themes and see if there's anything that we missed in this reading. So let's see here. You have this flirtation card. If you want love, I feel there could be love. Although, again, it looks like some of you are moving away from something. I feel like you're afraid of attracting another worm, a person with no backbone. But I do feel in the future there could be a person coming in for you who has a backbone, so I wouldn't really worry about it. A person who doesn't hide. And, I'm like a person who doesn't hide the truth either. You have this domination card here. I do feel like you will be dominating if you take control with the Chariot. So you'll probably be dominating in life, taking control of your life, really making things happen. And that's what I feel you need to do here is like really take control, really, really put the work in to be successful. And, that's what I see here. You have 2 Sagittarius cards as well. Could be a Sag coming in for you. You have the seduction card. So again, there could be someone who's trying to seduce you. There could be a person who's coming in a position of love. I also feel that you could be being seduced by an idea. Again, this is something that is going to require you to stretch. Again, I can't get away from, it's like I have this thought in my head where it's like maybe you're thinking, oh, to solve my problem, I need to win the lottery. Like, that's just one example. But really, I feel like the universe is like, no, you need to, go get this career or start this business or write that book or do something to overcome it, right? I think that you need to be, you need to become an overcomer, right? It's like, I think it's Louise Hay who says that, the problem with lottery thinking is that you are saying to yourself, I can only be successful by a very, very small chance, right? So again, that's my problem with lottery thinking. thinking. It's like, if you want to play the lottery for fun and just see what happens every once in a while, go for it. But, thinking that the only way out is to win the lottery is saying I can only ever be successful by a small chance. So again, I would change that, and I would, come up with some affirmations. There's a million of them out there, right? I have a million of them on my Instagram. So follow my Instagram, and there's my shameless plug, right? And, I would start telling yourself different things, because the universe is trying to lead you in a direction that could get you out of something. You have this bluff card here. I feel like you're finding success in creating success here. You see those two hands? It's almost like there's a choice that you have to make. And, I feel like this choice is to stay where you are or to create something new in your life. Next, you have this exaltation card. Now is your time. This exaltation card, it just basically says now is the time for you are being exalted. You are in this position where you can find success, abundance, and good things, but you have to put the work in. So pretty interesting. Again, there's karmic rewards that you have to go earn, or there's karmic rewards. I don't even necessarily know that you need to earn it. I think it's more about just saying to the universe, okay, I want to better my position. I'm going to take control. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, and I'm going to do this. The example I always give, I'll give you a good example, is on the Wheel of Fortune, right? With the Wheel of Fortune, we have to take control of the wheel. A good example is that, when good things happen to you, you want to multiply those good things as much as you can. So double down on the good stuff. When something bad happens, you don't run away from it. You face it head on, and you take control of it, and you do whatever you can, right? Even if you think you can't do anything. So, I always use the example of bills. It's maybe you think you don't have enough money to pay a bill that is due, right? That might be a problem that you're dealing with, and maybe you don't. But you could also call the company you have a bill with and, work something out, right? So at least try to do something with the Wheel of Fortune, and it'll amaze you what happens when you do that. So there you go, Libra. Looks pretty good. Thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.